What is up, sports bettors? Matt Modi here with OddsJam. And guess what? Very, very exciting news. College basketball is back. So today, Monday, November 7th, I am giving you my college basketball best bets of the day. Extremely exciting stuff. Monday, November 2nd. Mark this date as the day college basketball returned. So for those of you who are looking to get into betting some college basketball, look no further than going to OddsJam and using, their positive expected value betting software for your college basketball betting needs. You can literally filter the league specifically for college basketball, which is exactly what I did. So there are a bunch of bets that showed up on the page here. I'm just going to give you my favorite from the bunch. And let's start off. Well, I was going to start off with this first one here, but the odds changed, so we are no longer going to start off with that one, which is unfortunate because I really liked that bet. But what we will start off with is looking at our favorite college basketball bets for the day. So let's start off with this Quinnipiac versus Rhode Island first half under 65.5. So the OddsJam perfect line, no vig odds, price this at about minus 114. We can get it at BetRivers/Barstool/Unibet/TwinSpires at minus 106. So I'm going to go ahead and lock this in. The bet that I had, as you can see, was suspended, was closed, which is unfortunate, but that is unfortunate, but that happens. That's how it goes when you are locking in positive expected value bets. You have to move quick because the odds can change on you. So I'm looking at Quinnipiac versus Rhode Island. I'm looking at halftime, and I'm looking at under 65.5 at minus 106 odds. I'm just going to put a half unit on this one because it's the first day of college basketball, and it's just a halftime spread. So I'm not going to put the full unit, which is what it's recommended. But this is the first betting pick that I'm locking in. Quinnipiac versus Rhode Island, first half under 65.5, minus 106 at at BetRivers / all those other books, Barstool, Unibet, TwinSpires. So I locked in the bet. Let's talk about the math behind it, right? That's the most important thing to understand is why positive expected value betting is such a valuable tool. And I'll give you the SparkNotes version because we have a full-length video on the YouTube channel about positive EV if you want to check that out. But the SparkNotes version is OddsJam back-tested thousands of betting opportunities, collected all of this historical data, trying to understand what sportsbooks do the best job over the course of time at pricing odds. Specifically for different sports too, because college basketball is going to be different than football, than NBA, than baseball. So OddsJam collected all of this data specifically for college basketball, determined which of the sportsbooks are the best, then removed the VIG from all of those sportsbooks using a weighted average. So if one book is better than the other, two are very sharp, one's better than the other, they're going to give one a higher weight towards the no VIG line. And the VIG is just the juice that sportsbooks price up odds. It's how they make their money. They charge a quote unquote tax to odds themselves. So removing the VIG gives you the true accurate representation of what a sportsbook views a market. So these no VIG odds pulled from every sharp sportsbook in the world, what they truly view a market with the VIG removed. So these can be viewed as the true line of what a market should truly be priced at. So anywhere in which you are getting more favorable odds on another book, it's going to be a positive expected value bet. So in this case, all of these sharp, smart sports books say, hey, this should be priced around minus 114 or so, something like that. We can get it at BetRivers at minus 106. That is a positive expected value bet, an EV percent of about 3.63%, which is really good. That's pretty good. So using this tool, even for these lower level games like Quinnipiac versus Rhode Island, having a tool like OddsJam can find value even in these lower level games because it takes into account all of the smart sports books and then just uses them to set the line. So anywhere in which a sportsbook has a mispriced line, an outlier line, something like that is going to be something that you're going to want to take advantage of, which is exactly what we have here. So this is going to be my first pick for this video. I put $50 on it. So let me just refresh this one and see what else we got. So here's another play that I want to look at. Lehigh plus 18 against Syracuse. So for spreads, totals, and stuff like that, before I lock in a bet, there's a couple things I like to look for. Number one, if you click open a play, like I did, it pulls up where every sportsbook is pricing odds for this play. And you basically just want to see, okay, is this play an outlier or what? You just want to compare it to the rest of the betting market. So this minus 110, win bet minus 115. Bet Rivers minus 118. Pinnacle minus 118 as well. Kind of an outlier, but we'll have to see. But if you view in an event page, it pulls up where every sportsbook prices the market for this play. And now is where we can see a little bit of a better idea of whether this is a true outlier or not. So we are betting on them plus 18. Looks like most sportsbooks have this at 17 or 17.5. So this is actually wrong sportsbook. This actually is an outlier when you compare it to the rest of the betting market, which is exactly what we're looking for here, right? Like we're betting on an underdog at plus 118, where most sportsbooks have them at 17 or 17.5. And that kind of stuff is very important to be profitable in the long run. So I'm going to go ahead and just search for Lehigh. This is at Bet365. We're looking at Lehigh plus 18, minus 110. I'm going to put I'm going to put 3/4 of a unit on this one, telling me to put 80. I'm just going to round down to 3/4 of a unit, which is $75 for me. That bet has been placed, and we're good to go there. So this is the second betting pick that I have locked in for the college basketball today. Basically minus 117 is what the OddsJam perfect line prices this. You can get it at Bet365 at plus 18, minus 110 odds. That's a good price. So the last one that I wanted to look in here is another total, and we're looking at Robert Morris versus Ohio State, over 137.5, minus 106 odds at FanDuel. So all in all, if you click it open, it's okay. Pinnacle has it at minus 125, but the other books, minus 110, minus 110, minus 115. That's okay. I need to do a little bit more digging here. So again, I'm going to view this in an event page, and I'm just looking for other sports books price this total. So this is actually going to be one that I'm going to avoid. And I think this is important to leave in the video because you just want to give you the proper steps and the proper things that you want to look for. So I open this in a new tab, and Bet Rivers prices it a half point higher. DraftKings a half point higher at 138. But BetOnline is another sharp sports book. They priced it a half point higher as well. But look at where they price it. They heavily favor the under at this number. So in reality, it looks like the biggest outlier here is Pinnacle as opposed to FanDuel. So I'm going to go ahead and not take this one, but I am leaving this in the video because I do think it's important to show you what I look for and when I think, maybe this is one that's not going to be as profitable. So let me look at this last one, Utah minus 22 against Long Island University. Again on BetRivers/Barstool, minus 110 odds. No vig odds, price this at about minus 115. So if we view this one in an event page, we just want to see where other books price it. And this is exactly what we're looking for. This is a good line. Pinnacle prices this at 22, minus 22 at minus 130. Then looks like they have the true line of this at about minus 23, a full point higher than the minus 22. But look at where the other books price it as well, which is very important what we're looking for. Caesars, Bet Rivers price it a half point higher. DraftKings, BetOnline, Sharp Sportsbook, BetOnline price it a full point higher. And looks like FanDuel has it a full 1.5 higher. So this is another one that I like. So let me go back to college basketball. We were looking for Long Island versus Utah. So this is going to be towards the end of the slate tonight. So here we have it, minus 22 and I'm going to put about a half unit on this one as well. Just smaller unit sizing while college basketball is first starting, getting the lay of the land. But this is going to be my third and final play for tonight. Utah minus 22 at minus 110 odds. I put $50 on this at Bet Rivers, Barstool, whatever, all those sports books. And that's it. So I appreciate you guys watching. If you're tailing these bets, comment on the video with your feedback. Let me know if you have any questions. But other than that, I do appreciate everybody watching, and have a good one.